Anyways, today we're going to talk about the best lift you can put on these K10s. Cut. Sir, do you have any comment about the new lift kit on the truck? What are your thoughts on the ride quality? Do you want to go for a ride now? Nothing. We got nothing. Panzer. Do you like the truck? So, on a recent video, you saw where we redid the front suspension on this truck. So, we put EZ Ride Tuff Country, Tuff Country EZ Ride springs on the front end. We put drop brackets on the sway bar there. Extended the brake lines, and we also put some are those Rough Country? Yeah, Rough Country shocks. And, let's say the ride quality is amazing. There's bugs everywhere. Let's go to the back and I'll show you the back. So on the back we have a shackle flip kit. We have the stock springs and we have Bilstein shocks. Apparently they ride a little bit stiffer, so I went with those in the back end. We also have extended the brake lines in the back. All the parts that I used on this lift kit are going to be linked in the description below. So yeah, let's talk about ride quality. So actually, I'm going to have my wife explain the ride quality. You're ready? All right.
What is the ride quality?
Like how it rides.
Oh.
Tell us about how it rode beforehand.
I rode like crap beforehand, bouncing everywhere. But it's smooth now.
How smooth is it?
It's not really smooth, but it's a lot better than before.
How smooth is it though?
I don't know.
Does it ride good?
I guess as good as a truck this old can do.
Would you drive this truck?
I can't drive standard.
Okay. So on the back, that shackle flip kit, or drop shackle kit, it gives you about 4.5 inches of lift, and it also tilts the rear axle and gives you a really good pinion angle up to your transmission. So this truck is running 1350 U-joints and a really beefy drive shaft, BT dubs. It's a good upgrade. You know, not saying I've blown out a drive shaft or anything, but definitely worth it. So we've got about 4.5 inches in the back. These front leaf springs are supposed to give you about 4 inches. And I mean, the truck's on a little bit of a decline right now. Here, I'll get back. But I mean, it sits fairly level. I'm running 35 by 1250 open country MTs, nope, RTs. Pretty good tires. I mean, honestly, I ran these on my Dodge for about 20,000 miles, and then they later came onto this truck, and I put probably about 10,000 miles on this setup. And I mean, honestly, it wears great. Doesn't really make a lot of road noise. So if you're in the market for new tires, I'd say probably don't go with the 20s. I mean, definitely kind of kills the classic look of the truck, but at the same time, I had them laying around and I wasn't about to put them on my GMC. So a question that may get asked, is this the best lift for a square body Chevy? In my opinion, yes. I enjoy driving older vehicles. I like that they have their own little quirks. Is the ride quality just amazing? No. Is it better than what it could be? Definitely. But at the end of the day, it is a 40-year-old truck that's lifted, running big rims and big tires. So, I mean, you have to expect to sacrifice some things. And plus, like leaf springs on the front, they just don't ride that great. So, I mean, that's just something you're going to have to accept. But in comparison to some of the other manufacturers, these leaf springs, especially on the front, they do ride pretty good. So you can't really complain with that. But 10 out of 10, recommend this setup. I don't do a lot of off-roading. Like I've mentioned in some previous videos, I take it to deer camp. I use it around the house, haul stuff with it. So, I mean, I'm not using and abusing this thing. But it definitely puts in some work. And, I mean, take it on the highway and it's a pretty fun cruiser. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Again, if you don't mind, like and subscribe, and we'll see you later. Almost forgot, I'm going to include 3 videos. One's gonna be the suspension, well, a video of me driving the truck with the original suspension that came on the truck, which is like a backwoods redneck 6-inch lift that rode like garbage. And then one after the drop shackle kit in the back, and then one after the complete suspension was done. So there's a change in the seats that you'll see in the video, so might change this perspective a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal. You can at least see kind of how bad I'm bouncing around in the cab.